The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is a Painful Excellence Podcast. Come on in, smash the like button, like the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us because he won't. Gotta have this conversation. I saw it, and I'll never run out of content when I have these conversations because there's nothing getting fixed. And actually, things seem to be getting bit worse. My meme game is ridiculously good. I'm getting better. Let's do this roll call. My brother Derek Gaines, I'm sorry. I got so busy, man. But we going to talk. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, brother. We going to talk. I got so busy. I got crammed with a lot of stuff. My bad, good brother. I'll shout you out. Macados, Mac in the South, my brother. The beautiful and gorgeous and mature all woman. The beautiful love is the word in the building. Salute, queen. How are you? My queen, Almond Eyes. Salute. J-Man. Auntie Jenny in the building. Auntie Jenny's in the building. Auntie Jenny's in the building. Salute, queen. How are you? G. McCall, Rod Neal, the sensei of Stormy B-Man. If you mix nerds on culture, y'all got to catch that replay. It got very deep. Universal Truth in the building. Salute. Pinball player, my brother. Salute. Yeah, Auntie. You know, I'm going to drop a link. I want to hear from the women this evening. I'm going to drop a link. The International Quiet Storm. Salute, brother. Yes, I'm on the job. Let me tell you what prompt this live. Of course, I was watching Shaolin Salute. I watch a lot of clips of conversations that the younger folks are having. And one of the things that I notice on these panels is that a lot of things that the women, Mr. Tiptoe Salute, a lot of things that I'm hearing from these queens is God will pretty much, for lack of better words, God's going to provide me with a man that that they desire. Now, here's the thing. They talk about not settling. All right, cool. What are you settling for? Do you understand that sometimes what you desire might not be what you need? And what you actually need might not be what you desire? But that's not necessary, not even necessary. That's really not settling. That's why I did this meme. You see the husky brother that's well dressed, right? Handsome brother, but he's a little chubby, whatever. But what do these women always seem to run around with that prompts these negative comments about what men do? First of all, they don't refer to these men today as men. What do they call them? Niggas. Oh, because niggas do this, and niggas do that, niggas. So you're going in, your language is all wrong. Because niggas in this, and niggas that, niggas. Okay. Let's do that. Isaiah, what up? Oh yeah, Auntie Jenny, I'm about to go there right now. The man that she needs is not the man that she wants. And then they try and get biblical on your ass and talk about, hey, well, God's going to provide. Okay, let's say, you're in church and all these women are talking about BVO, salute. All these women they're in church and they're praying to God. God's going to provide. God's going to provide. First of all, God helps those who help themselves. Are you putting in the work? You are supposed to attract a noble man. The thing is, When these sisters are in church, they're just praying to God for something that they feel they want. What do we say about feelings? Whenever you hear a woman say, oh, I feel, that means it's not concrete. I feel, Shelton, what up? I feel like I should be a millionaire. I'm just not. Outside of lotto, no. A thousandaire, like a majority of people. It's just it. I feel. I've seen a few TikTok videos. Y'all saw the woman just crying in the car. You would think that her husband was cheating all over her and abusing her and knocking her upside her head. And no, she was just tired of being married, tired of being a mother, and tired of not paying bills, and tired of being a stay-at-home wife. And she just wanted to be herself. Fellas, when a woman wants to break up with you because she says, I just need to find out who I am, I want to find myself, she wants to go explore the whole phase. Get rid of her. Don't look back. Don't even question it. Let her go. Let her go. All right? And if you're married to her, God bless, because you're going to get hit up for something. But walk away with your health and your dignity. You do not, and I repeat, you do not hold anyone around or try and bargain with them to stay when they don't want to be around. As soon as they want to play with that whole phase, let them go, because that's what it is. You being you don't even have to be a high value man. You being a working man, providing a great lifestyle, being a great father, and being an attentive husband, if that's not enough because she still wants to run the streets, let her go. What you got to understand is you can't go backwards out of principle and out of safety. One more time, out of principle and out of safety. Because she wants to run around and get her walls wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Not a good thing. So now let me get back to these sisters being in the church. God's going to give me a man. That you hear it on all these podcasts. Oh, God will provide. God will provide. God will provide. But it's funny, a lot of these sisters, y'all saw that wedding where the sister was saying the vows, and the pastor was like, well, you know, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish, to honor and obey. And as soon as that word obey came out, she looked at him and said, oh, wait a minute. And the church started laughing, and the husband to be started laughing. I'm looking at this like, this shit ain't funny. She's about to be a problem. That word obey. These women have associated being a wife with slavery. But the funniest shit is, you see, I expect an airhead that don't know the word, and I don't know everything about the word, but I know enough, I remember enough where I've gone and done some research, and I say, well, there it is right there. But now these sisters are running around in the church talking about God's going to give me this. Are you following the word of God? And I'm no expert, but I'm going to chin check you tonight. I'm going to chin check you. You in church with your, knees bent, hands together. But are you putting in the work? I said about 5 minutes ago, are you a wife? Because a man knows when you're a wife. What do they tell the brothers? Man, you got to go to church and find a wife. Okay, well, let's say you follow that. Tay, how you doing? Divine Photos, salute. Woke, salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. So you go to the church, and now you find, you think you're getting a good, clean, and wholesome woman in the church. I have a video right now on my phone with women at a funeral, twerking at a funeral, and it's in a church. I don't know what the hell was so funny. But they were twerking in the church. In the church. What are we doing here? Were those wives? What about the women on the street? That viral video where they asked the white woman, should men, Andrew 100 salute, should men be able to tell their women how to dress? The white woman said, yes. Who said, hell no? Nah? The 250-pound black woman with the hungry hippo teeth. Hell no. Nah. Crazy dark skin with the blonde wig. Hell no. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the white woman was like, hey, after what we've seen out here, absolutely. These women walk around with their cheeks out. And don't you dare tell them what not to wear. Because if you're dating them, you're insecure. You feel me? If you're dating them, you're insecure. And you're controlling. Thank you, Rod. And that chick looked awful. Awful. Single women keep women single. Jose, what up, brother? Yeah, exactly. They walk around with their boobs out, whatever. Look, man, if you want to be a 3 or 4, you go ahead. Y'all have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want to do it. But the thing is, men, they have men have the right not to deal with that shit. And what you're seeing today is women being free to do whatever it is they want because they are no longer shamed. What women do today, they used to get shamed for in the 90s and 80s. Well, in the 90s, I saw the change coming. But in the 80s and 70s, women were not doing that unless they were in a strip club. Now y'all can walk around in the street with your cheeks hanging out. These women today walking around looking like hookers, how they used to look in the 80s and 90s. And now it's normalized. Y'all can do whatever y'all want and then get upset when a dude says, I don't want to deal with that. Then all of a sudden, we hate our mother, we're gay, we're sassy, and all kinds of weird shit. All of that, what did Kevin Samuels say? Shames, insult, guilt. All that sign language. And all I know is that marriage is down, but the babies are up. So a man that knows his worth, he don't have to be a quote-unquote high-value man by definition, but he knows enough not to want to deal with a woman that doesn't know what she wants and that she's not a woman of virtue. So when he walks away with it, she'll find everything wrong with him, and what she will do, she'll swear she's not settling. But what do I tell y'all about women? And this is 100% true. Many women put their sexual gratification ahead of logic. What do I mean? Look, we're all grown. If you want to get your spine knocked out every now and again, do it. Fine. But what comes with that? Do you have an agreement? Tom, what up? You have an agreement? Okay, if you're going to knock my spine out of alignment, you got to wear a condom. There got to be some birth control because I don't believe in abortion. What does Pookie do? He's going to do the pull-out thing until a mistake happened. And then when he does the inevitable, then y'all get mad. Then y'all get mad. Don't get mad. He can't complain like you can't complain. I'm not saying that grown people don't have sex. That happens. Don't you got to be responsible, though? And if you produce a child from that, don't you got to be responsible, though? But let's get back to the sisters in the church. Let's get back to the sisters in the church. God's supposed to grant them what they want, right? Let me read something. It's a verse from the Bible. And of course, that meaning is confirmed by Ephesians, by the immediate context which clarifies, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husband in everything. Right? Stop right there. Yes, salute, Queen. Let's stop right there. So these sisters, you mean to tell me these sisters are in the church, and when men are on these podcasts saying, look, you can't have it. Matter of fact, Detroit, what up, brother? Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, didn't Kevin Samuels have a show about women not being able to have it all? Wasn't that the name of the show? Y'all can't have it all? Wasn't that the name of the show? I know I heard it. I don't know if that was the name of the exact title, but these women want it all. You can't have it all. It's impossible. And guess what? When you get the best situation available, I'm seeing women online walk away from it. That woman walked away from her marriage. I saw another dumbass chick who said she left her kids and her husband because she wanted to find herself. She wanted to get back to being her before she got married. So she left and went to another state. A deadbeat mom. And there was women actually agreeing with that bum-ass chick. Can you believe that, Rashad? What up? I could believe it. These same airheads go to church and think just because they're there, they're going to attract a decent man. You might attract some suckers that don't know any better, but game recognizes game. Y'all don't understand that. Intelligent Savage, salute. Y'all don't understand any of that. That one thing that I read, wives should submit. Things like submit and obey, y'all just not doing that. A man could be making millions of dollars. And this is what I'm saying. If you give them what they say they want, they don't even understand what they want. When Kevin Samuels was talking about having a high value man, all women saw was dollar signs and lavish luxury stuff. And Cortez, what up? And not doing nothing. You don't have to cook, you have to clean, you got maids and everything else. But that man has to work to make that money. He don't do 40-hour weeks. He does 60 and better. That man's on the road. And when he said, this man, yeah, he chose you. You might have the ring. But when he goes on those 2-week, 3-week business trip, and he gets a little ling on the side, can you handle that? All of those women said, no, I'm the only one. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because what he was saying is that's how a majority of high-value men live. If he's on the road for a month handling business and you living up in his mansion and driving his cars and you getting your feet done and he's paying for your gym class and your yoga class, and he travels to the other side of the country or another country and he meets up with some chick in Italy and that's just the weekend, it don't mean nothing. What you mad at? You got the ring, you got the mansion, you got the house. You know what these dumb bitches say? Oh, I'm gonna take him for half. Okay. He ain't stunting on that. You take him for half. Do you know how to work that half that you're gonna get? The half that you think you're taking from him, he's just gonna accumulate that again. He ain't stunting on that. You know the amount of money that Dr. Dre had to give his wife off the divorce? We see that. And we were like, oh my God, he ain't stunting on that. He made that back with that Dre Beats. He made that back in a couple of months. Who cares? Cheaper to keep her? Bullshit. Sanity over a piece of ass. But anyway, these bird heads. God's gonna give you a man that you want or a man that you need. Because these women don't know what a good man is. Just listen to them talk about men. When they get done talking about men, just ask them, where are you finding these dudes? Because I swear to God, a lot of these dudes that these chicks be talking about, when I was growing up, in my group, there was only 2 dudes that acted a fool. The rest of us didn't do what they did. So I'm like, where are you finding these dudes at? And why are you dealing with that? Isn't that not settling? But here's the difference. The dude that they're not supposed to be around, say it slowly. The dude that they're not supposed to be involved with, for some strange reason, sexual gratification, they are completely involved with. And a majority of these women end up procreating with those dudes. So they could be forever attached to this dude. He may look good. He may smell good. He may have a big dick, whatever it is. Women say that men are horn dogs. No, 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 no. Y'all become victims of your own sexual gratification yourself. Shout out to the women that can control that knows what it is. But I'm talking to the women particularly that swear to God that they want a quote unquote great man. And they chase after the dudes that's not worth it. They disregard the average looking dudes that would do right by them. And they think with their gushy insides rather than logic. And here's the thing. I appreciate that. Drew, what are you talking about? You know why I appreciate that? Because I don't want no chameleons. For example, have y'all been watching this thing with Rick Ross and that girl he was dating? Did y'all see those videos slowed down? Was that not like tragic to you? I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. Every time he went in for a smooch on that chick, she put the hand in it. She was stiff-arming him like she was a running back. We don't kiss on camera. He went in for a kiss on the neck. She was bobbing and weaving, had better head movement than goddamn Floyd Mayweather in his prime. She was not into him. You could tell by her mannerisms, her demeanor. And I'm watching that like, yo, this isn't a joke. This is real. And I heard he got away from her. Yeah, he need to. She wasn't into him. Joe, what up, Joe? G McCall, salute. She wasn't into him. So brothers got to be cognizant of that. If you leave with your pockets, you're going to bag one of them. And she's going to drain the swamp. You got to be smart. But back to these shorties. Submit, obey, honor. And you in church talking about God is going to get me a man. Do y'all know who God is? I don't care if you go to church every Sunday and you're looking for a good man. And see, the thing is, a lot of these women, they have good men around them. The guy that pays for your nails, the guy that pays for your hair, the guy that always takes you out to eat, your foodie call. You're surrounded by guys that'll be good to you. But they're just not pleasing to your optics. They're good dudes. They can take you out. They're your buddies. They're your brothers, right? Worst thing you can ever say to a man. Yo, you like my brother. Remember I told y'all the story when that shorty did that to me? I'm like, really? I'm your brother? I'll never forget that. It was raining. It was something seen out of a movie. It started raining. They're like a brother to me. I was like, oh, shit. What? Yeah, I got her ass, though. Yep. No more sandwiches. No more quarter waters. Buy your own shit. I'm like your brother, right? Shut up. Whole time, she liked my friend who was completely no good. She's asking me, who he seeing? Ain't he seeing so-and-so? And he doing with so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah. And you know this and you still like the nigga. And here I am buying you food. Fuck out of here. Night Train, salute. Yeah, hey, brother, you know what? Brainwashed by their mama. You know what I mean? But time reveals all truth. Because who better to teach them about men but other men? You understand? So, yeah. Yeah, Tom, I'm glad you said that. You know, God, he forgave whores, Jezebels, he forgave them. But when it was time for him to reproduce and make Jesus, he picked a virgin named Mary. What? Where's the lie? Don't blame me. Look at the Bible. Boxing equals success with best pugilist, man. Salute, brother. Much love. That's right. We still celebrating. You feel me? So basically, women's priorities are all out of order. They're all out of order. They're all out of order. But I'm putting emphasis this evening on praying for a good man. If you can't get that guy that's at perfect height, got that perfect body, perfect penis size, adequate income that could take care of you, but then, you got the chubby dude, you're a little overweight, you know what I'm saying? Or he's not ass tall, G tatted, what up? You know what I'm saying? And you're going to look past him because you want to date homie on the corner. You get what you asked for. You take your Bible and you say, okay, I can mold him. Man, that dude, he can't even get up on Sunday morning with you. I've known chicks say, I'm going to wake him up with some head and we're going to go to church. Now he going to get head. He going to blast your throat and go right back to sleep. And I mean to sound vulgar. Yes, I do. Because women put up with that. They don't snap out of it until it's costing them money, time, and their sanity. So now, wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord. It's a lot of passages that contain similar instructions, often within a larger context that emphasizes mutual respect, love, and spiritual unity within the marriage. This submission is generally understood within the framework of God's divine order, with the husband taking on a Christ-like role of sacrificial love and leadership, and the wife responding with willing respect, all while being accountable to God first. What do I say here? What she needs, what she wants. Is she following God? I just read you something. Where did it say leading the home with an iron fist? I say jump, you say how high. You're my slave. Where did it say that? These women, they want the slaves. Want me to read it again? I will. This submission is generally understood within a framework of God's divine order, with the husband taking on a Christ-like role, meaning he's following in the steps of Christ, of sacrificial love, meaning he's sacrificing because he has unconditional love for his family, unconditional love for God, and leadership. He's head of the household. And the wife responding with willing respect, all while being accountable first to God. So for her to follow him is to follow in the steps of God. And I'm no expert, but I'm just reading this. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Mark Wunderlich, Utah in the building. Y'all understand? He follows God, she follows him. What do you hear these bitches say today? Ain't no leaders out here. Well, who's your baby daddy? Because a majority of those chicks on those panels are single moms. Who's your baby daddy? Why do you have more than one? Oh, man, your granddaughter was born today? Man, salute to you, brother. Happy for you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congrats, brother. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Chicks be on the panel, single mothers. And then when you had them off at the pass, okay, I want a man that does this. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oh, but he needs to do this. What you mean? You're in no position. You're in no moral position to be making demands from a man. You're asking a man to come into your life And a majority of these, I'm just gonna say it, a majority of these women be overweight, they be young, okay, some of them be under 30, but overweight. And you know what's crazy? The ones that are the ones that are under 30 and overweight, some of those bitches don't even have kids. So why you look like that? Then you got the ones that are over 35 and overweight, got their waist snatched, and swear they're gonna be okay because they got a ton of niggas in the DM acting like you don't understand. A dude in your DM trying to smash you is not like a dude that's trying to be your husband. That's right on to Jenny. They can't cook, they can't clean, they refuse to. They refuse to. But they want a man of value to come in and take care of them and a baby that they didn't make. And then when you politely inform them, like, yo, what man is going to sign up for that? I've heard these women say, God will make a way for me. God will make a way for you. Okay. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't want to deal with a man. All right, you don't want to deal with a man that looks a certain way because you consider that settling. You don't want to deal with a man that doesn't make under $80,000 because you consider that settling. All right, fine. And then if you do get a man that makes a strong 6 figures, terms like submission and obeying and cooking a meal, that's blasphemous. But God's going to make a way. Let me read this. This submission is generally understood within the framework of God's divine order, with the husband taking the Christ-like role of sacrificial love and leadership, and the wife responding with respect, all while being accountable first to God. To follow your husband is to follow in the steps of God. Don't argue with me. Take that verse, go to church, and talk to a pastor about it without distracting him with your cleavage out and your fitted dress, looking like a 5-pound slab of bologna in a 1-pound bag. Ephesians 5:22, you take that to him. What is this? Colossians 3:18 and Peter 3:1. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Don't argue with me. God is supposed to send you this man. God is supposed to send you this man. Right? So if God is supposed to send you this man, how do you honor that man that's taking care of you? Is that fair? Do you just sit on your raggedy ass and do nothing? I don't know who this person is. But if you're a friend, just let me know, and please don't do that though. So I'm gonna block this account. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and block this account. I know if you cool and you just made a clown account, ha ha ha. Okay, I get it, but you know, we working here. I'm not trying to talk about that dude. All right, so I appreciate it. Thank you. But I need you guys to understand, man. Don't take my word for it. When these women, and matter of fact, not for nothing, didn't Kevin Samuels used to say that? Didn't Mrs. Kevin Samuels used to say that? Don't take it up with me, take it up with God. Didn't he used to say that? Do y'all understand? Did I just like break it down in all the simplicity? Because I'm not no super Christian, but I understand the word. I came up in the church, a little something. So I know some things. And there's certain things that okay, I already see what this is. So here's how we're gonna handle this. Stand by 1 second. Here's what we're gonna do. See, you had to do it. You had to do it. So now, custom. Now, for you to comment, you got to be subscribed to me for 5 weeks or more. See how that works? Note to all content creators, your block game is your strongest asset. No, 5 weeks. 4 weeks. 5 weeks on Pep Talk, 4 weeks here. So if you're new to the chat, I apologize. I get trolled a lot. And this is how you deal with it. So there might be bots. I told y'all, Miguel don't like it when I cook on real stuff, when I hold women accountable, because in his mind, Miguel is a woman. Same thing when I talk boxing, and this same person is going to come back tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be talking about Tank Davis. And yeah, so y'all can pull up. You already know this Monkey Tuesday. You already know what I'm finna do. So, so that's how you handle that, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. You can go into your section and you can select how long, who can comment and who can't. So all you gotta do is put it on subscribers mode, and now they can't comment. And a person that has to make a channel on today's date just to troll me, that means they're thinking about me on another level. Why do you think y'all think I'll be playing when I say that these people be gay? What grown man stalks another grown man like that? Dudes be subscribed to me. Absolutely, Tay. Dudes be subscribed to me just to try and disrupt what I'm doing. And all you're doing is proving my point. That's all you're doing.
What are you, a homo?
Absolutely you are. But, thank you for the views, and you're watching right now. You're sweating. You're pulling on your nipple rings, and you're talking to your screen. Hey, look, I'm making them talk about me. No, I'm not. I'm talking about women praying for a good man. Yeah, G-Tad, but you know what I'm going to say with the new people? They understand. Now, I'm doing this on their behalf, because they don't need to deal with this bullshit. There's some new people in the comment section that just started following me. I noticed them today. And the reason why that was done is because we have a troll. But let me scroll up here for a second. No, he's on my other boxing channel. Watch this though. Where the brother at? Damn it, I gotta find him now, because the chat is moving. Ah, shit, I can't find him. It won't move. Oh, wait, I see him. There you go. Watch this. I just made boxing equals success. He's a wrench now. So if you're still there, now you can comment. And whoever's not wrench, I apologize, because I can't scroll up far enough. But I had to turn on the subscribers only mode, because when I'm talking about something real, I have this one troll that legitimately wants to sleep with me. Legitimately. And you know what's funny? It could be a litness of people. There's at least 5 men that do this. Yeah, while you're at it, here's what you do. You go subscribe to my Patreon. I take the gloves off over there. I play the music I want over there. I got some weird ass stories over there, but there's a lesson in everything. But anyway, let me get back to the program. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, Auntie Jenny. Yes, ma'am. But I read those things. Those are quotes from the Bible. Verse 24, Ephesians, verse 24. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. Don't get mad at me. To go against this is to go against God, right? And it says here in context, this passage calls for a mutual relationship where both partners reflect Christ and the church. Did it say slavery? Did it say he goes to work while I spend all the money because I'm a high value woman? Did it say, oh, I'm gonna make all the money and she's my slave because I want where's my dinner, bitch? Did it say that? No. It says this passage calls for a mutual relationship where both partners reflect Christ and the church. Didn't I say, how many times you heard me say it takes a woman to make a stronger man? Didn't I say the teamwork is the man is going out and conquering the world, and when he comes home, she's supposed to be his peace? These women that sit on these panels, honestly, are they peaceful? Are they peaceful? Oh no, G tatted up. You already know. You already know, good brother. You already know. Anything I say about Mellow Yellow, I back it up with facts. And I'm disgusted with him because of his behavior and what he hasn't done. Anyway, that's tomorrow morning. Are these women peaceful? The way they be carrying on? Autism boy, salute. The way they be carrying on, are they peaceful? Do you, those women on those panels, the way they be carrying on, can you imagine coming home to that? You worked all day. My brother Mac of the South, right there in the chat, Macados Mac of the South. He does work. He's in the field. He's pushing, he's pulling. He's outside cleaning shit up, building shit. Do you think he wants to come home after working a 14-hour day, and then you come home and you smell some food, but it ain't nothing for you? The pot's already in the sink. Dishes are washed. You're like, well, I know I smell spaghetti. Nigga, you ain't getting nothing on the way home? You coming home for a 14-hour shift, and she's texting you, what's for dinner? And she home all day. Yo, bring me home some Burger King. What? Stop and get some food. What? You were home all day. I'm talking, it's deeper than the principle of just cooking and cleaning. We're talking about consideration, being polite, and that's what people miss. My wife cooks for me because she likes making me feel good. Why would she cook for me and the family? I mean, why would she cook for her and the family and have nothing available for me when I'm out here conquering the world and I'm the breadwinner? Why would she do that? That's just rude. And these women today are just rude. That is the word. They have no consideration, no respect for themselves, no respect for the world. When I say no respect for themselves, they're procreating with dudes that don't deserve it. Niggas this and niggas that. Well, where you finding these dudes? Because the dudes that politely step to you and want to shoot their shot. Oh, I don't like him. He's not attractive. But that's an $800 pair of shoes he got. Girl, I'm going to go to this restaurant. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to eat, 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 and I'm going to eat. Thank you, Auntie Jenny. And the sad fact is, these new eras of women, this new era of women, they think caring for a man is slavery. They think we don't deserve it. But my thing is this, who are the examples? That's what I'm saying. Fathers are important, but their mothers picked wrong. A baby girl's first love is supposed to be her father. Every man that she meets moving forward in life, that she takes seriously, she should be comparing that man to her father. And if he don't meet those standards, and it should be subliminal by the time she's moving around. subliminally comparing this man to her father. And as a father, what should be seeing you do? Soft-spoken but stern when you have to make a point. Hardworking, but also has that balance of family time. Strength, discipline, and a bit of sensitivity. But strong in your stance and strong in your word. And your word should be the last word. So by the time she gets older, she meets a man, she should be saying, I should be able to trust and submit to this man because I trust this guy like how my mom trusts my dad. So whatever he decides, I'm going to have him have the word in it. I'm going to support him in it. But supporting a man is blasphemy now. Because we're not men, we're called niggas. See what I mean? See what I mean? Let me put it in language that these airhead chicks can understand. If you could fuck and make a sandwich, you're in. If you could fuck, make a sandwich, and know how to shut up. What do I mean by shut up? I'm not saying you don't have an opinion. I'm not saying you don't have an opinion. Of course you have an opinion. But we're very simple creatures. We don't like going back and forth. We don't like war. We don't. We're very simple creatures. The problem is you pick these pookies and you try to mold them and it never works out for y'all. Ever. So when these sisters get on these podcasts talking about God's going to provide a man for me, I just want to know, are they doing the work? And y'all got problems with things like submission and follow and obey and honor. Whoa, I'm supposed to put your man on the pedestal? Yeah. Yes. Why wouldn't you? If he's giving the world to you. Why wouldn't you? He don't deserve it, but you deserve access to everything he's bringing to the table. But you do bare minimum. If he asks you for a back rub, that's a problem. Man, whatever, man. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with your Bible. But I could be wrong. Or if you agree or disagree, y'all can come up. We could talk about it. That's the link right there. If I don't know you and you're a troll, I will not let you on. You already know that. They're thinking about it now. Oh, he dropped the link so I can get up there and troll. Nah, it's not going to work out for you. Trust me. It's really not. It's really not going to work out for you. So if you agree or disagree, you're welcome to come up. We can have a conversation. I ain't going to be too much longer. Don't blame me. Take it up with God, the same God that's going to provide you. Same God that's going to provide you with the man that you want. You're not settling, right? You're not settling, and God's going to provide. Meanwhile, some of y'all chicks are 2 kids up from 2 different men. What, you don't want to deal with the brother that's a little overweight? What? He ain't got long hair? His beard ain't thick enough? He got a little gut on him? Oh, you don't want to help him lose weight and become a better man because the attitude is down. The down packed. He's nice. He's respectful. He's clean cut, but he's just a little overweight. You don't want to help him? Hey, baby, let's go to the gym. No, you want to take on a whole P.E.P project. I know he in these streets, girl. I know he ain't got no job, girl. I know he live in his mama's basement, girl. But God damn it, he long and strong. He look good. You see him on the corner with a shirt off? You rather take on the P.E.P project. But the brother that's a little overweight, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be his swole mate. You don't want to go with him to the gym and motivate him to become a better man, right? You would rather take on Project Pookie, smashing you and your friends, take your car, drive other dudes in it. I mean, some dudes are driving other dudes in it. That's a whole nother show. Chicks dating dudes that they know is gay. Oh my God. I didn't even know that was a real thing until I saw this video. I was like, yo, what is happening here? I'm watching this dude argue. I said, wait a minute, is that her brother or something? He's like, no. And he was like, yeah, you know how I get down. You know how I got down. You knew this. And then he turned around. He had on like lip balm or whatever. I said, whoa, what is this? And she got the camera up, like she putting him on blast. He didn't hide it. I'm gonna tell you what. He said, yo, you got Chanel bags and this, that, and the third. Whatever he was into, that house was big. And he had like at least 20 grand around his neck. He was wearing that fucker. So I don't know what he did for a living, but a large portion of why she got with him was probably because, you know, chicks like the gay friend. Chicks be trying to smash their gay friend on the low. That's a Patreon video I have coming up. Chicks trying to smash the gay friend. Yeah, I got a story. Some of this stuff I can't share on YouTube. You know, but in this instance, she got with the gay friend, and yeah, it worked out for her. Because whatever dude he was with, she couldn't stop it. She couldn't stop it. I was like, oh, snap. I mean, he was barking on her. You knew. I was like, she ain't blowing him up. And plus, that was Atlanta. I mean, y'all all heard the stories. That's just wild work. Feel me? I mean, look, I know what I'm talking about. I've seen this. Y'all sisters need to get a clue. You know what I mean? Get a clue and make life happen. Yeah, I ain't gonna long stroke y'all. I'm actually sleepy. And I gotta get up in the morning. I got something I gotta do before my live, actually. So yeah. Y'all take this information, do what you want with it. And put that in your pipe and smoke it to the haters. I just wanted to do this live real quick, man. For real. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. I just had to get this off, man, because I've been hearing a lot. These podcasts been going over my Instagram, and all these women are just ungrateful, lost, and they've literally set themselves up for failure. And when you talk about God's gonna provide, I'm like, do y'all even follow God? You follow God, you're supposed to be having faith in the man. That man is following God, and you should supposed to be following him. Because you put faith in him, and y'all have a working mutual relationship. He follows Christ, you follow him because he's following Christ. Therefore, if you follow in his footsteps, you follow in the footsteps of Christ. But if you're choosing a demon, what they say in the South? You lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. And all y'all bitches is itching. So salute to y'all, man. Pep Talk later this week, and subscribe to my Patreon. It's raw and uncut over here. I'll see y'all in the AM, man. Take it gently.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.